Hi Cancer, it's JJ. Welcome back to my channel. For all of those who have subscribed to my channel since last month, thank you so much. I'm extremely humbled to have you here with me. I'm really happy to bring you guys these readings. So if you're joining me once again, thank you. And if you're new to my channel, thank you so much. I really hope that you will enjoy the readings I have to offer for you guys. So last month was a pretty intense month for Cancer. There was a lot of talk about breaking out of your shell and perhaps being more communicative with your partners who may have been craving this communication and who may have wanted to know more about you, Cancer. You being sometimes a closed off sign, because you respect privacy, you like to keep certain things to yourself, bottled up sometimes. You are quite an emotional sign, and so you have your reasons for doing this, as other signs have their reasons for doing things their way as well, and sometimes we clash. So I'm wondering now if things have changed a bit for you guys, or if things have changed maybe for your partners. Or are you still wondering if things are greener on the other side, Cancer? Why do I say that? I say this because that was the thought that came to me when I was meditating on your sign earlier on. But at the same time, I got an impression that things were slowly beginning to settle. Slowly. You're still taking your time to observe your emotions. And the more you observe your emotions, the more they settle between you and your partner. But some of you may have not even had a chance to make your move yet. I think some of you are still in the contemplative stage here of how it is that you will approach your situation or your partnerships. There was this element last November of someone walking away, whether it was you or your partner walking away from a situation because someone was just not willing to be truthful. Someone was just not willing to be open enough. And that can result in the other party feeling like you don't trust them. Whether you are the Cancer watching this video or you are on the receiving end of a Cancer's behavior. Either way, though, I don't see this story coming to a conclusion anytime soon, because dealing with feelings and emotions is always a difficult feat. It isn't something that should be rushed into, even though if some of you were dealing with headstrong signs, fire signs that tend to want to get to the heart of things a lot faster, then this doesn't work in your favor, and therefore I feel like sometimes these fire signs may have to be a bit more sympathetic of your needs. But I can also understand if they're just beginning to grow impatient and weary. So, let's see, Cancer. I'm using a Celtic cross spread this month to see if you guys like it more. But next month I'll be going back to doing things how I was in mid-November, because I really like that method more. I feel a lot more comfortable doing it because it's my own methods, and because we really just let the universe speak in one way or another. So I'm going to keep shuffling until I feel like I've gotten to your cards. Let's see. There's this sensation that I get of the cards meshing together pretty well. And in a way, it's like me receiving a message saying, okay, you can stop shuffling now. Okay, I think I can. Okay, I'm just going to split your deck into 3. And we'll start laying out your cards. Make sure there's enough room here. Okay. This is the central issue that we're going to be tackling this month of December. This is the challenge that you will be facing. This is what's crowning you in your head and your mental thoughts. This is what is beneath you and in your foundation, and the foundation of the whole reading. Okay. This is what has already happened. This is what is to come. Just going to make room for your staff spread. Okay. This is you, how you come to the reading, and the sort of influence that you have on the foundation, which indirectly affects the central issue. These are unconscious forces. This is more present energy. This is what has already occurred. This is what may occur. This is what is in your mind and in your mental thoughts is usually the best case scenario for you, usually, or it is the central idea and theme in your head that is also having an influence on the way that things play out. Okay, this is your environment card. Hopes and fears card for Cancer this December, and an overall outcome card. So 2 outcome cards, one that's more in the immediate future, one that's more of an overall outcome. Both can be changed, of course, depending on how things play out in your own personal situation, Cancer. Okay. It starts. Right in the middle of your reading is this Queen of Cups, and this is you still dealing and reflecting and observing and analyzing all of your emotions. That's the picture that I got actually when I was meditating on your sign. Not this exact picture, but this idea that you're pouring out all your emotion into this cup, like this Queen of Cups here, and you're trying to dissect your emotions in a way that will make more sense to you. This person thrives on emotion. This person knows how to use emotion quite well. This person also keeps her King of Cups grounded. She has a positive influence on her King of Cups, usually. She can be a bit of a daydreamer, of course. Sometimes she can lose herself in her own emotion. The challenge that is crossing you is your ability to rest on this central issue, your ability not to let it overwhelm you, and basically just to allow yourself to sleep on it. This is more of a mental card. This is more dealing with your cognitive efforts to basically let things take rest and to just have yourself a bit of a break from all of this emotional exertion, and handing yourself over to more logical forces. Why? Because when we use our emotions a bit too much, just like the Queen of Cups does, she uses her emotions, and sometimes it gets in the way because she starts to daydream and go afloat, and 1 hour can turn into 5 hours. Just thinking about this, not thinking, but feeling and ruminating over the same topic over and over again. And so turning to our mental thoughts here can be a bit more of a logical approach for you guys. Basically, this is your challenge. I believe Pisces, also a water sign, got this same card in the same position as a challenge. So it seems as though a lot of you guys, a lot of you water signs, are trying not to let your emotions get the best of you. Okay. In your mental thoughts, what is important to you right now is that you become victorious in this situation. And I think you know, above all, that if you maintain a very positive stance, which you can do if you do this accurately, if you do this well, if you keep yourself in a positive state mentally, then you will also manifest the same victory. So this is very fire energy here. This is you lighting, in a way, your candles of hope that things are going to work out in your favor. And maybe some of you are doing that. Maybe some of you are lighting up candles and praying over these candles. That just came to me, so maybe I'm right about that, I don't know. You guys let me know. As a foundation card here is this earth energy clinging on to what they know and what they have and their resources really, really tightly, because they're afraid to lose what it is that they have in their life. So this might be you, Cancer, basically trying to solidify everything that you've achieved so far, because by doing that, by turning thoughts and emotions and connections into more physical items, or at least being able to see them this way, might allow you to cling on to them securely and more effectively than things that are a lot more fleeting, like our emotions and like our thoughts, that tend to be a bit more tangible. Earth signs like Cancer, Taurus, and Virgo know how to manipulate their resources and their valuables because they are grounded, whereas the rest of us, water signs and air signs, sometimes can have our heads stuck in the clouds. And right now, this being in your foundation suggests that I think you're doing as all that you can right now to remain grounded and to secure what it is that you already own. And when I mean own, okay, what it is that you already own, okay, sounds a bit horrible, especially if you guys are thinking about a relationship, because you can't own a person naturally, but you can try to take ownership and responsibility of the connection that you share with this person. And if you have a partnership and marriage with this person and you share certain assets, you share a home, then you are clinging tightly to those physical assets, to making sure that you are able to maintain peace in the home. Okay, so let's see how the past was playing out. So you have the Hierophant here. And the Hierophant is the Hierophant is a religious figure who basically has a way of structuring the social order of things. So in the past, you may have been jolted back into reality in order to realize that sometimes if you be too much of yourself and perhaps less considerate of the way other people are used to things being, or less considerate of their approach, less considerate of having a good balance between your approach and their approach, then it's sometimes, that can wreak havoc on your life. Because the Hierophant comes to remind you that there is a larger plan, whether or not you like it. There are figureheads larger than you, basically, who are imposing or reminding you that there's a system and you can't always break the system. And sometimes all of us can be quite rebellious, and this person comes to tell us that there are consequences, basically, if you don't always follow the book. That's a past influence, though. Okay. This is beautiful. This is how you're coming to the reading as the Star, which is wonderful. You come with so much hope and optimism, and you are now beginning to heal, which is so beautiful. I'm so glad for you guys, because some of you were hurt last month. I know this. Some of you were really, really hurt, and some of you were quite worried about people leaving. And some of you, and the rest of you, were hurt because you decided to also leave. Because like I said, it can always go both ways, right? But now you're beginning to heal. This is how you're coming, full of hope and healing and sustenance. There's a lot more sustenance now in your life. So that's lovely. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. Don't get too cocky though. This is an immediate future card. This is if you rush into things somehow, then this might be the outcome, which is not very pretty. Someone else also got this as an immediate outcome card, and I can't remember who that is right now. But I like to believe that there is a pattern between readings. There's always a pattern between signs. We are, at the end of the day, dealing with other people. You are dealing with other signs. So, Cancer, this is an air element of Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. And with this card, it suggests it's a card of defeat. It's a card of defeat and having something taken away from you in an unrighteous manner. This person is a thief. This person has no reason to be happy, but they are, because they're not a very good person, Cancer. They're not. I cannot tell, dear Cancer, who this person is or what sort of influence, how this influence may play out, because you are coming to the reading with good intentions here. You're coming with good intentions and hoping to revitalize the situation. And this hope can be gained as a result of doing this well enough, of taking a much needed rest and thought. And so I find it hard to believe if you are the result of this. Let's see how the other cards around it play out. Okay. You have the Knight of Pentacles in your environment here. So maybe some of you are dealing with an earth element, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Someone who's rather slow. Okay, last month I remember though there was more emphasis on a fire sign, particularly Aries. But there's no Aries here, actually. This being in your environment can also suggest that, well, you are still taking your time perhaps to handle the situation, or people are taking, because again this is in your environmental sector, right? So it talks more about other people in your life and places in your life more than it talks about you. And so this Knight of Pentacles is actually riding out of the reading slowly though, really, really slowly. So maybe someone is taking their sweet time to exit your life. And they don't have to be an earth sign. They could just be taking on this Knight of Pentacles energy, who is someone who really takes their time to walk out very slowly, cautiously, because usually they don't want to hurt people. Usually this person wants to be mindful and be of service to those around them. So this person might feel as though them slowly exiting your life is for the best, and they might be having a hard time communicating this to you, and that's why they're taking their sweet time to leave. Not sure, but that's what I'm getting with this card. You want there to be a happy ending. You want to remain happy and optimistic. Because you are presenting yourself like this. So this is what you are hoping for, and this person is quite happy. This person has enough wine to share with everyone. This person wants to allow all the people around him or her to feel good and happy about themselves as well. But I really, really, really can't help but feel as though even if you want this, and even if you're being extremely hopeful and optimistic, someone's not getting it. Someone around you or more people are not getting it, and some of them might also be wondering why it is that you have this idea of being victorious in your heads. Someone's feeling a bit spiteful. Oh dear, someone's feeling really bitter, yeah? Someone's feeling really, really bitter, and they probably can't get over what it is that you did or did not do. And so in the outcome for you, it's like they try to take away this positive energy that you're trying to come into. You're trying to come back into a positive energy, and you don't want to feel like the victim anymore, and you don't want to victimize people around you either. But people might be pointing fingers at you, Cancer, maybe as a result of how you were dealing with things in the past. Okay. I mean, I think someone is playing hard to get, to be honest with you. Someone is playing really, really hard to get. Because as an overall outcome for you is this 8 of Pentacles here, suggesting that hard work has to be done. There's no way around it. There's really no way around it. You're going to have to work a lot harder than you might have expected, Cancer. On yourself, actually. You have to work hard on yourself in order to regain harmony and balance and happiness. Otherwise, you're just going to remain happy on your own here. A lesson still needs to be learned, Cancer, about yourself. And I know that you're doing this. I know you're taking your time to do this. You're taking your time to reflect. And some of you are not feeling as healthy, actually. Some of you may also be suffering from a little bit of depression at the moment, but you are trying to alleviate this with hope. Okay, I mean, it's suggested here that a lot of hard work still needs to come about. This person is going to make sure of it. See. You can take a look at this 5 of Swords here. What is this 5 of Swords doing? Oh, my goodness. The 2 of Swords in reverse. While this is usually a decision card, when it's in the reverse, this person definitely does not like you. This person is really vindictive right now, or will be vindictive in the future, Cancer. Please watch out. When this card comes out in reverse, it can suggest having rogues in your environment. rogues who are moving quite slowly right now. So slow that you don't notice them. I want to see if there's an alternative meaning to this Two of Swords that's come out here in reverse. Okay. No, I mean, honestly, it is that. Listen, you really have to, like, I would just be extra cautious of someone putting on, you know, oh dear, a different face, a false mask, an imposter, a rogue, basically. Yes, someone who's disloyal, someone who really just doesn't have the best of intentions in mind for you right now. And imposters are, I mean, they're rather good at hiding their true nature and their true selves. So they do work slowly like this. They move slowly. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because the more someone tries to lie to you, the more someone tries to be disloyal and tries to hide this fact, they try to act happy and you know, like they want to basically stop you from being suspicious of them. But the more they do this, the slower they become. It takes on such a cognitive load that whether or not they realize it, they aren't able to speak as quick, they aren't able to move as fast, because they're trying to control their behavior. They're trying to control their behavior, trying to control their anger, trying to control their deceit. So I would just be cautious of this energy here. This might not be the case for all of you, of course. I mean, it's just not realistic that every Cancer who comes to this reading is going to have someone who like backstabs them. No, not at all. And this is really going to depend on how it is that you've been approaching the situation. But some of you are going to have to watch out, I hate to say it. Okay, take a look at this Knight of Pentacles. What's this Knight of Pentacles doing here? Yeah, okay, well. This Knight of Pentacles is someone who's definitely faced a loss. This person does feel disappointed, and this person is really focusing on their losses right now. They're refusing to move on. Okay? So this might be someone who you've hurt, Cancer. If you were the one who did the walking away last month, if it was you who walked away, then this person right now is not handling it well, and they might be coming for you. I'm sorry to say that. And they're doing it, you know, from a place of hurt, from a place of just lack. So it's not something that will last forever. Hopefully this person will realize that everything happens for a reason. But this is someone that you hurt, Cancer. And they will come at you like this the more you give off this victorious energy. The more you give off like feeling like you've won something, the more you hope to be happy, and the more you come into this happy, the more bitter they're going to feel about this. Because this person here is happy on their own. And this person in the outcome is someone who's working hard on their own. Okay. Look at this Eight of Pentacles. What does this Eight of Pentacles mean? Oh yeah, shoot. Okay, this card, it didn't come out in the upright position. It kind of came out like this, so it's really, really difficult for me to say whether or not I should interpret this reversed. You know, given the fact that you're feeling or thinking about this victory in your mind, okay, and given the fact that you are hoping for this happiness in your hopes sector, and given also the fact that you come to the reading as this beautiful star here, to me, you're coming out of heartache. You are coming out of this heartache. You're working on yourself. You're working hard on yourself to ensure that you come out of this heartache and this heartbreak. That's how I'm going to read this card. If it were in the upright like this, and you were to end up with the broken heart, we want to flip it anyway. And even if it were in the upright, okay, beware of this influence that you might have on someone else, on breaking someone's hearts. Both ways, let's flip it. Let's keep it flipped like this. For you to come out of heartache, and for those around you to come out of this heartache. You can work hard on this relationship or on yourself, Cancer. Both ways, hard work is definitely needed as an overall outcome. Like, I would please try not to, like, think you can avoid this. Because if you've done something in the past to hurt someone, there's going to be repercussions naturally. And if someone's done something to hurt you, there will also be repercussions on them. And because you are an emotional sign, water signs are emotional signs, it does sometimes take a lot more hard work for you guys to heal, but you have this such beautiful energy here that allows for healing. It's how you're coming to the situation anyway. Okay, Cancer, that's what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I want to wish you a happy New Year and a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to all of you out there. I will see you in 2017. If you enjoyed this reading and if you enjoy my channel, please thumbs me up. I'd really appreciate that, you guys. If you want to leave me a comment, that's more than welcome. Of course, I will get back to you as soon as I can with that. If some of you have sent me requests by email and I haven't gotten back to you just yet, I'm really, really sorry. I will. I promise I will. And that's it, Cancer. Love you guys. Namaste and be well.